What's up, guys? I'm a little bored right now. I'm waiting for the computer sort of open so I can go fix my other computer so I don't have to use this doo-doo computer anymore. But I kind of want to go over this guy's comment, so I have time. And this is a comment I've been seeing a lot because a lot of people have been talking about the game and they've been critical about the game. And then you have people being critical about the systems in the game, and these guys make comments like this. Did you not realize they addressed this right? Literally in game, they post about fixing issues, adding cosmetics characters can share, adding more characters, content, weapons, and wedges. The first big update is in December, not in November. The game is not in a great shape, but neither was most games on launch, so I will wait and see. Yes, we're all waiting and seeing. But the problem is, you're waiting and seeing with your eyes blindfolded, okay? Everyone else here has something called a prefrontal cortex, buddy. Okay, and because everyone else has a prefrontal cortex, we have the ability to address problems in wording. Granted, it's translated, but with wording, especially in these, they are always very, very specific with wording because they do not want to seem stupid. Okay? They post about fixing issues. I literally said in my last video that I'm not going to complain about mobile because they literally posted about fixing mobile. Like, I mean, I understand this guy's Papega. He probably read all the first 6 seconds. They always do this, so it's nothing against him. He's just stupid anyway. But adding cosmetics and characters, bro. The biggest thing people have is that things cannot be dyed fully. There's not a full dye template that can be used. You can only use like 5 colors for each color instead of a gradient wheel that's normally in the game that uses hex code, which every game has. And considering that other outfits in the game have different colors, then combining colors is stupid and annoying because you can get certain shades of pink on certain cosmetics, but you can't match them on your cosmetic. That's the problem with it. So it doesn't matter if you get new cosmetics. Also, some people just want to dye their base character skins, but the skin the base character comes on. This doesn't address this. They didn't address this, and this is why people complain because they are not addressing these issues. They are giving vague things that are just PR stuff. They are not saying, "Hey, we are fixing the Covenanter system." They are saying we are adding new demon wedges. Okay, we're gonna get into that. They said adding more characters. Adding more characters does not fix your current characters in your game that do not function, that do not physically function. Who cares about any character in the game if I want to play Hellfire with her massive honkers and her sadistic nature? You know, like, who cares? Who cares? If you cannot play the characters that are in the game. They did not say that. They did not say that. New stuff. What about the stuff in the game now? Okay. And then content, weapons, and wedges. That's just filler. I don't even care about half the weapons in the game. Who cares about half the weapons in the game? No one cares about half the weapons in the game because the weapons do not currently work. They did not say, "Hey, we are fixing weapons." They did not say that. They did not say, "Hey, we're gonna make an address to weapons, and this is gonna be our first addressment. This is gonna be our second." They did not say this. They did not say we are working on this. If they wanted to, they would say we are working on these issues right now. That is what we're, because these are the biggest problems in the game, and we understand players are frustrated about this because these things literally inhibit your fun in the game. You want to build vertical. You want to build horizontal, which is more fun than building vertical, aka demon wedges. You want to build weapons and stuff. What is the point of building half the weapons in the game if not for trial rank EXP? There is no point. There is no point. Okay? And wedges. And now we're gonna go down to wedges because I love talking about wedges. It's like my daily like blood sugar spike or whatever it's called. But it's fun. I like talking about it because it's a talking point. And I always talk about these from a place of being critical. It's not even about being rude. I'm just rude to you guys because you guys are stupid. But like I said, like, I personally always hope the devs don't take this personal. It's just me saying what's going on. Okay. And so wedges. Okay. How competent do we think the devs are at making wedges in this game? If this game was supposed to be a gacha game, come out, people were supposed to pay money for the game, right? And people would have bought Hellfire or Randy or something like that. And then they wouldn't have been able to play him to his full potential because he does not have the ability to be built properly. Randy has like I6. Randy needs I6 to scale. Imagine in the previous model. Like what? Like what? What? And you have to remember, probably the reason why the weapons suck is because the weapons were supposed to be free to play. They changed that system first, and that could literally be why the weapons suck. So that's something you have to think about. And why is the reason why Psyche is one of the best characters in the game? Like second behind Lady Nightfall, or second behind Lin with the Gyakushu Rastrit or whatever. Like, you know? So it's not very crazy to say like these things like Wedges. Like Wedges isn't an answer. We're giving you new stuff. Fix the stuff in the game currently. That's what I have a problem with. Fix the game with the stuff. I don't care about any update. I don't care about any I don't care about Fina. I don't care about anything. If you guys said, hey, we're scrapping Fina, I don't care. Or like, hey, we're releasing Fina and we're gonna take a little bit of time while we're releasing Fina to fix this. And obviously they said this. They said this. I'm going over this guy's comment. But they said that we are going to expand in their team. So I I am I am hopeful. And that's why I haven't dropped the game. That's why I haven't stopped making content. Because I like making content. But I need to be critical. Because if I'm not critical, no one else is gonna be critical. No one else, everyone else is glazing the game. You need someone to be critical. You need someone to read your stuff, read your words, and take you and make you accountable. Okay? Number one, new region map. Like I said, I don't care about new region map if climbing and movement is clunky. If sliding, if the new map has hills and I can't slide down the hill like in Wuthering Waves, what's the point if my sliding doesn't have the gravity and my sliding doesn't have friction? Who cares if movement, like why do you even have sliding in the game? Right? Um New event story and gameplay. I mean, their event stories are kind of good and gameplay, I mean, I don't really care. That's I don't think that'll be bad ever. It's just objective. That's just what you like in the game. Their event could be just playing hide and seek. It doesn't matter, right? New characters and weapons. Like I said, why do I care about new characters and weapons when the characters in the game don't work? Why do I care about new characters when? What if I want to play Marge and Marge just doesn't? Like, why would I ever play her? Like, you know. So I hope they make these characters viable and they rework their kits. That is more important to me than any of this new stuff. I do not care about new. I care about stuff working in the game. Okay? Like it's like saying, "Yo, I want a new car," and then you get yourself $30,000 in debt instead of fixing your old car that was $5,000 to fix. You know? It's literally like that. It's a band-aid and it's not even a good band-aid, you know? Because it creates its own problems. What if they create a new character and because their demon wedge system is bad, they don't realize that new character doesn't scale off of resolve, and then they put the character in the Lumino thing, and this character is an HP character, and Lumino has attack and resolve, attack, and what else? I don't even remember, but you know, like, what if that happens? I don't think they'll make that mistake, hopefully, but you see, like, these are the problems. How do we know that Fina's demon wedge even is gonna work with her? We don't. We don't. Hellfire doesn't have a demon wedge. Oh, why do some people care about Fina? Like Hellfire's in the game, like stuff like that. Like I can understand being excited about Fina. I can understand that, but some people need to understand. You guys need to understand. These do not fix any of the problems. One that I have complained about, and two that other people have complained about. It does not fix the fact that the grind is not fun. It is not enjoyable. They said new gameplay, so I'm not gonna complain too much about that. That's why I haven't complained too much about the grind itself, because maybe they're seeing that people like to run the bounties, and maybe more gameplay is going to be akin to bounties. So it's not that. And this is in December, bro. This is in December. When in December? We don't have a date. That could be December 25th. That's another month. Another month of standing still doing nothing. Like, it's crazy to think that, yeah, like this game, and then by then, like, who even knows if people are going to be playing this game? It's such a long time frame. That's such a long time frame for problems that are systemic in your game. And the biggest thing is all the problems that a lot of people have said are like they're fixable problems. Like I said, like the Coventers, like it's not that hard just to remove the current all the Coventers in the game and then just put in the things because they're all the same anyway. Like you could just remove the elements on some. Like you could just remove the element restriction and then just remove them. You don't even have to go OD and recolor them or anything because who cares? Right? The color doesn't matter. Who cares if the gleaming thing is blue? Like it's not like the color on it matters. It's just the fact that it's a Coventer that matters. They can fix that later. Fix people's gaming experience first. Fix people's gaming experience first. You already released with shit quality. At least allow people to have a good experience. That's one thing that I just want to say. It's it's that we are okay with things not being addressed. We are okay with this. Granted, I say these guys have about 8 times the communication of every other mobile game developer. But we need these guys to say something that means something right now. Because right now the game is in such a horrible state after 60. After 60, there is no point in playing this game besides liking the game itself. And that's sad. That is really sad. Especially for a game that's grindy. And yeah, see you guys. Bye bye.